That's beautiful, isn't it? So, dear delegates, dear observers, dear members of the media, I'm pleased to greet all of the participants of the 76th FIFA Congress. But before we proceed and move to the agenda of the Congress, we'll perform all of the customary checks so that the technical aspects are working. For this, I would like to hand over to the Secretary General, our dear Matthias, who is guiding you through the process. Are you ready, Matthias?
I'm ready. Good morning to all of you, and what a great pleasure to be in the beautiful city of Vancouver, and the opportunity to also congratulate Team Canada for winning the tournament yesterday. I think, bravo to Canada. To give away the title that they won last year, but I'm sure that they'll be back next year. So yes, let's proceed with the usual tests. So when arriving at the Congress Hall, each member association that is eligible to vote should have received a device to cast their electronic votes. And we will now test the electronic voting system in a moment to make sure it is working correctly. If you experience any issues with your device, reach out to a member of the FIFA staff in the hall and they will help you. We will now put up the first test question on the screen and I'll explain how to use your voting device. So the first question is a very difficult one. Is the 76th FIFA Congress taking place in Vancouver? So, if you would like to vote in favor of a motion, you have to press the yes button. If you would like to vote against the motion, you have to press the no button. If you would like to abstain, you have to press the abstention button. So let's move forward with test question 1, and I will open the vote. So the vote is now closed, and we will wait for the results to see if everybody is well awake. And the result of the vote is... Second question, is the FIFA World Cup 2026 going to be played in Canada, Mexico, and the USA? And the vote is open. And you have seen the procedure on how to answer. The vote is now closed, and we will wait for the results. We're getting better. Yes, 195, and 3 no's. But I can confirm that the FIFA World Cup 2026 is going to be played in Canada, Mexico, and the USA. And also, I can also confirm that the technical aspects of the voting system are working, and, dear President, I hand back the floor to you.
Well, fantastic. Thank you very much, Matthias. So now we know that we are in Vancouver. Now we know as well that will effectively take place in the United States, Canada, and Mexico, and we know as well that the technical aspects of this Congress are working. So thank you very much. Thanks to all of you. It is, of course, great to have you all here. The FIFA member associations gathering together in this beautiful city of Vancouver in Canada. We are one big team, the greatest and biggest team certainly in the world. And in a second we will show you a video of the unifying power of football. Before that, let me tell you that as of now, we are streamed worldwide, so make sure you always smile and are always looking very happy, because it might be captured by cameras and seen everywhere in the world. The broadcast streaming starts now, and the video to start the Congress as well, please.
The football where nations.
Eso era la pregunta. Si el fútbol fuera un idioma. No importa un state.
No matter who you are,
It doesn't matter where you are.
Pertenece.
Des größten Clubs der Welt.
El fútbol une al mundo.
fights the world.
Yes, football does unite the world, so dear vice presidents, dear council members, dear presidents, vice presidents, members of executive committees, councils, boards, delegates, legends who make our hearts beat always, and every year the heart beats a bit stronger, even if we run a bit less on the pitch. Congratulations also from my side to Team Canada, who won the tournament yesterday. I would like Vancouver welcome to the 76th FIFA Congress here in Canada, and welcome as well to all those millions, hundreds of millions probably, who are watching this Congress live from home. A big thank you to the city of Vancouver and the province of British Columbia for supporting the organization of this event. We are truly honored, and everyone has a great time here in Vancouver. So thank you for your warm welcome in your city, province, in your country here in Canada, which of course in June will co-host the World Cup. So let's pay a little tribute to Canada.
Look around. This place. It's vast. Air you can breathe. Space to move. Room to dream. Everywhere you go, there's a welcome.
Welcome.
Bienvenue.
Welcome.
And a game.
In parks, in playgrounds, in the streets, and on prime time.
History made for the Vancouver Rise!
Legends, leaders, heroes, and future stars.
Because in a place like this, anything can.
Fantastic video. So today, Vancouver is definitely the capital of the world, because the entire world convened here in Vancouver. And with this in mind, I would like to pass the floor to Vice President and CONCACAF President, Mr. Vittorio Montagliani, for his welcome address. Vittorio, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. Bonjour, buenos dias, good morning, good morgen. Minister Vancouverden, Mayor Kinsim, Minister Kang, Vice Presidents, members of the Council, and you, Member Association representatives. Welcome to Canada. Welcome to the ancestral and unceded territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. And welcome to my home city of Vancouver. Before I begin, I want to take a moment to acknowledge Minister Vancouverden's presence here, your support for the World Cup this summer. I also want to acknowledge the role of my friend, Prime Minister Carney. At a moment when the world is looking for principled leadership that understands cooperation as a strength, his voice matters. So thank you, Adam. Thank you, Prime Minister. This is a very special moment in my professional journey, and it's not professional, it's deeply personal. Just kilometers from here, in East Vancouver, as a 5-year-old boy, I first kicked a football at a club called Grandview Legion. I grew up surrounded by the game here, on local parks, on pitches, in clubhouses, and in the streets, where football meant identity, belonging, and pride. My teammates back then came from across North and Central America, the Caribbean, Europe, Asia, South America, Oceania, and Africa. Yes, all 6 of our FIFA confederations. Different languages, different cultures, but one game. Those are not distant memories, part of me, part of my life's journey. They shaped how I see our sport, not just as something we play or watch, but as something that connects people across cultures, across generations, and across borders. That is why this moment here in my beloved city of Vancouver means so much. That is why this moment, this summer, we will welcome the world here to Vancouver and across Canada, Mexico, and the United States. A proud moment for CONCACAF, a confederation united for the love of our game. And none of what this summer represents has happened in isolation. This World Cup is a testament to a shared commitment, a commitment to elevate and its impact. As I approach 10 years as president of CONCACAF, I also want to pay tribute to my fellow vice presidents, Alejandro Dominguez and Alexander Chefedin, who have been in the room alongside me for the past decade as well. As well, to our beloved FIFA General Secretary, Matthias Grassen, for your 10 years at FIFA. And of course, without saying, our FIFA President, Gianni Infantino, a decade at FIFA. Chapeau to all of you for what you have accomplished. Caro Presidente, caro Gianni. 10 anni fa sei entrato in una casa di FIFA che era in rovina. Il tuo impegno incrollabile per la crescita del nostro calcio ha riportato quella casa una realtà solida e consolidata. Questa crescita e il tuo impegno sarà la tua eredità. Caro Presidente, caro Gianni, un abbraccione. When I look around this room, I see a family that includes so many legends of our game, all of whom have dedicated their lives to our sport. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for the magical moments you have all given us. Everyone in this room shares a common DNA, a love for football. And yet, many of us also share a common story. We are the proud sons and daughters of immigrants. That in so many ways is the story of my country, Canada. We grew up surrounded by fellow immigrant families who saw football as a community, because football is special. And as glorious as the World Cup is and can be, football itself is much. It's about more than spectacle. It's about impact. We are at our strongest when we remember what binds us. Right now, outside these walls, the world feels a little less stable. In many places, cooperation is weakening, trust is disappearing, and the rules that tie us together are being tested, not ignored. Which is exactly why what we do here as members of the FIFA family matters so much. So let me be clear. FIFA is you, the 211 member associations and the 6 confederations. It is the people who work every day to bring the game to every corner of the world. Your referees, your administrators, but above all, your players. The countless volunteers who serve and make this game great for everyone. In my 10 years leading CONCACAF, I've learned something fundamental at its core. When leadership serves the sport, not itself, the impossible becomes possible. A decade ago, especially in terms of football. Rebuilding required transparency, accountability, and people who believed football mattered more than preserving the status quo. Because let me be frank, leadership is not about power. Leadership is about service. It's about making decisions for the many, not the few. And when leaders service, they can transform not just organizations, but the sport itself. Because at football, la pelota transcends everything. It has no gender. It speaks no language. It knows no religion. It is something sacred and unifying. It connects 22 players on the pitch, thousands in the stadium, and all of us here today. Now, we stand at a moment that comes but once in a generation. In just over 40 days, the World Cup arrives in North America. Canada, Mexico, and the United States will proudly host. For the first time, 48 nations will compete for that beautiful trophy. For Canada, it's a first, a historic moment for a country that has been built towards this for decades. Para México, el honor de ser anfitrión por tercera vez.
For Mexico, it'll be the honor to be the
and for the United States,
for the third time.
The world stage returns to its shores after more than 3 decades. I'm proud, too, that 3 of our CONCACAF member associations would join our hosts. Panamá se han transformado en una verdadera nación de fútbol.
Yes.
El mundo ahora será testigo de su progreso.
The world will see this progress.
The smallest nation to qualify for a World Cup, Curaçao. Big heart, big passion, big spirit. Make no mistake, they are coming to compete. Et Haiti. Votre incroyable histoire est une histoire de persévérance et d'inspiration. Vous n'avez pas joué à domicile depuis 5 ans maintenant. Mais désormais, vous allez jouer sur la scène mondiale. Voir ce que le football peut accomplir. I want to congratulate all of you for your achievements, but as I do to every qualifying nation. This is what is possible when we prioritize service over power. But the World Cup is not the final destination. It is a responsibility and an opportunity. We need to think far beyond this summer. We must strengthen our football ecosystems in every member association, invest in governance, better facilities, better coaching, and better opportunities for young players. Because behind every ambition, there is a face. A young girl in Beijing right now, dreaming of playing at the highest level. A young boy playing in the streets of Lagos, longing to be coached. A teenager in Auckland who will see his country on the world stage a few blocks from here at Vancouver Stadium this summer and think, that will be me someday. That's what this summer is really all about. That is the legacy we must create and continue to foster. So as we gather here, I want to say this very clearly. We know what can happen when leadership falls. The potential of global football has never been greater, but potential counts for nothing without the right foundations. So whatever comes next, whatever role any of you go on to play in the future, that challenge is change. The next chapter of football must be written by all of us, not handed down from the top, but built from the ground up. By every association, by every community that ever gave a child a ball and told them, you belong. Through all of us, remembering that we don't lead above football. We lead within it, for it, and above all, in the service to it. So let's welcome the world this summer. Let's celebrate every goal.
Thank you, Victor. Grazie, Vittorio. Please stay on stage because I have a small token of appreciation, as it is called, for you. 1 second.
Now I would just like, as I am here, so I don't have to walk back and forth, I would like to call on stage the president of the Canadian Soccer Association, Petruzzo Auguruso. Please, welcome.
President Infantino, fellow Canadian and CONCACAF President and Vice President Victor Montagliani, distinguished delegates, honored guests, and friends from across the global family. Bienvenue au Canada et bienvenue au Congrès de la FIFA.
And welcome to the
As
FIFA
President
Congress.
of Canada Soccer, it is a profound honor to welcome the 211 nations of FIFA to Vancouver and to welcome the world to Canada. From every continent, every culture, every corner of our shared planet. You arrive speaking many languages, carrying many traditions, and representing millions who love this game. And for this moment in time, you're all at home here. Canada has always been more than a country on a map. It is a meeting place of cultures, languages, ideas, and dreams. People from every corner of the world have come here with their stories, their traditions, their talents, and their hopes. Together, these stories don't disappear. They become part of who we are. As we celebrate that diversity, we also honor those who have been here since time immemorial. Canada is built upon the traditional lands of Indigenous peoples, nations who have cared for these territories for thousands of generations. Respect and gratitude for their enduring presence and their contributions to the fabric of our society. The world is Canada because Canada has always been shaped by the world. Our diversity hasn't diluted us, it's defined us. In a world that can feel divided, Canada stands proof that diversity isn't a challenge to overcome, but a strength to celebrate. Here, the world doesn't just visit, the world lives, works, learns, and thrives together. In football, we see the same truth. The game belongs to everyone. It doesn't ask where you are from, only how you play, how you lead, and how you bring people together. It is a universal language, and here in Canada, it's spoken every day in our schools, parks, community centers, and stadiums from coast to coast to coast. Vancouver reflects this global spirit, shaped by the Pacific and connected to the world. It is a place where cultures meet and communities grow, side by side, an ideal host for the global football family. In Canada, the world is already at home. Our cities speak every languages, our communities reflect every corner of the globe. So when the World Cup arrives, it will feel like home. As we look forward to FIFA World Cup 26 hosted by Canada alongside our partners, this Congress reminds us that our work is more than about governance or competition. It is about responsibility, inclusion, and the power of football to unite people in a world that deeply needs connection. That unifying power is clearly visible in the growth of football across Canada. Today, nearly 1 million registered players call our game their own. Football has surpassed hockey as the #1 sport for youth participation nationwide. This isn't only growth in numbers, it's growth in belief. It's shaping Canada into a confident football nation, ready to contribute to the global game. Our challenge now is to convert momentum into mastery and to make performance the expectation, not the exception. Here today, your presence matters, your voice matters. Together, you represent the game, not just the game as it is, but the game as can be, accessible, fair, and truly global. On behalf of Canada Soccer, welcome to Canada. Welcome to Vancouver. Welcome to a place where the world is not divided by borders, but united by purpose. For this Congress and for this moment in football history, Canada is the world. Merci et bon congrès.
Thank you and have a great congress.
Thank you very much, Peter. Grazie mille, Petruzzo. See Italian immigrants' children on stage this morning at the FIFA Congress. That's also what football is about, isn't it? Thank you for your lovely speech. Thanks for your warm welcome. We really feel at home here in Canada and here in Vancouver. Many thanks also, dear Minister. Please pass my thanks and the thank everyone to Prime Minister Carney for his help, efforts and support always. Thank you very, very much. So this concludes already agenda item number 1. We can go to agenda item number 2, your preferred one, which is the roll and the declaration that the Congress has been convened and composed in compliance with the statutes. For this, hand over to Matthias and ask all the roll, which is in alphabetical order in English, to confirm the number of member associations present and then who are entitled to vote as well. Please.
Thank you, President, and welcome to a world tour this year again. And so let's start with Afghanistan, present. Albania, present. Algeria, present. Samoa, present. Andorra, presente. Angola, presente. Anguilla, present. Antigua and Barbuda, present. Argentina, presente. Armenia, present. Aruba, present. Australia, present. Austria, Azerbaijan, present. The Bahamas, present. Bahrain, present. Bangladesh, present. Barbados, present. Belarus, present. Belgium, present. Belize, present. Benin, présent. Bermuda, present. Bhutan, Bolivia, presente. Bosnia and Herzegovina, present. Botswana, present. Presente. British Virgin Islands, present. Brunei Darussalam, present. Presente. Cambodia, present. Cameroon, présent. Canada, present. Présent. Cayman Islands, present. Central African Republic, présent. Chad, Chile, presente. People's Republic of China, present. Chinese Taipei, present. Colombia, presente. Comoros, présent. Congo, présent. Democratic Republic of Congo, présent. Cook Islands, present. Costa Rica, presente. Côte d'Ivoire, présent. Croatia, present. Cuba, Curaçao, present. Cyprus, present. Czechia, present. Denmark, Djibouti, présent. Dominica, present. Dominican Republic, presente. Ecuador, presente. Egypt, present. El Salvador, presente. Present. Equatorial Guinea, presente. Eritrea, present. Estonia, present. Eswatini, present. Ethiopia, present. Faroe Islands, present. Fiji, present. Present. France, présent. Gabon, présent. The Gambia, present. Georgia, present. Germany, present. Ghana, present. Gibraltar, present. Greece, present. Grenada, present. Guam, present. Guatemala, presente. Guinea, présent. Guinea-Bissau, presente. Guyana, present. Haiti, présent. Honduras, presente. Hong Kong, China, present. Hungary, present. Iceland, present. India, present. Indonesia, present. Islamic Republic of Iran, absent. Iraq, present. Republic of Ireland, present. Israel, present. Italy, present. Jamaica, present. Japan, present. Jordan, present. Kazakhstan, present. Kenya, present. Democratic People's Republic of Korea, present. Korea Republic, present. Kosovo, present. Kuwait, present. Kyrgyz Republic, present. Laos, present. Latvia, present. Lebanon, present. Lesotho, present. Liberia, present. Libya, present. Liechtenstein, present. Lithuania, present. Luxembourg, present. Macau, present. Madagascar, present. Present. Maldives, present. Mali, présent. Malta, present. Islam of Mauritania, present. Mauritius, présent. Mexico, presente. Moldova, present. Mongolia, present. Montenegro, present. Montserrat, present. Morocco, présent. Mozambique, presente. Myanmar, present. Namibia, present. Nepal, present. Netherlands, present. New Caledonia, présent. Aurora, New Zealand, present. Nicaragua, presente. Norway, present. Oman, present. Pakistan, present. Palestine, present. Panama, presente. Papua New Guinea, present. Paraguay, presente. Peru, presente. Philippines, present. Poland, present. Portugal, presente. Puerto Rico, present. Qatar, present. Romania, present. Russian Federation, present. Rwanda, present. Senegal, présent. Serbia, present. Seychelles, present. Sierra Leone, present. Singapore, present. Slovakia, present. Slovenia, present. Solomon Islands, present. Somalia, present. South Africa, present. South Sudan, present. Spain, presente. Lanka, present. St. Kitts and Nevis, present. St. Lucia, present. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, present. Sudan, present. Suriname, present. Sweden, present. Switzerland, present. Syria, present. Tahiti, présent. Tajikistan, present. Tanzania, present. Thailand, present. Timor-Leste, present. Togo, présent. Tonga, present. Trinidad and Tobago, present. Tunisia, présent. Turkey, present. Turkmenistan, present. Turks and Caicos Islands, present. Uganda, present. Ukraine, present. United Arab Emirates, present. Uruguay, presente. USA, present. US Virgin Islands, present. Uzbekistan, present. Vanuatu, present. Venezuela, presente. Vietnam, present. Wales, present. Yemen, present. Zambia, present. And last, Zimbabwe, present. So yes, President. We have 210 members present, with 0 members not entitled to vote, 0 members suspended, which means 210 members present and eligible to vote. And I hereby would like to declare that the 76th FIFA Congress has been convened and composed in compliance with the FIFA statutes. And back over to you, Mr. President, for the next item.
Thank you very much, Matthias, for this roll call and this confirmation. I would now like us to take a little moment to remember those from our committee who have contributed a lot to football and who have sadly left us in the last year since the previous Congress. I would like to ask you to stand up and to observe a moment of silence and prayer, please. Thank you. Thank you for them and for their families, of course. So, now we can move to agenda item 3, the appointment of scrutineers and the member associations to check the minutes. We will now begin with this agenda item. The Congress must appoint scrutineers to examine the functioning of the electronic voting system and sign the record of the vote. It must also appoint 8 scrutineers to count the votes taken by show of hands, as well as appoint 5 member associations to check the minutes. So, the 3 member associations to serve as scrutineers to examine the functioning of the electronic voting system and sign the record of the vote are Australia, France and Uruguay. The 8 member associations proposed to serve as scrutineers to count the votes by a show of hands are Morocco, Panama, Papua New Guinea, Paraguay, Philippines, Seychelles, Sweden and Thailand. And the 5 member associations proposed to check the minutes are Belgium, Chile, Ghana, New Zealand and Turks and Caicos Island. I hand over to Matthias for the vote. All in one.
Thank you, President. And after 2 test questions, we'll now start business for real and take a vote on the approval of the appointment of the 3 scrutineers to examine the functioning of the electronic voting system and sign the record of the vote, the appointment of the 8 scrutineers to count the votes by a show of hands, and the appointment of the 5 member associations to check the minutes. So with this, I will open the vote. The vote is now closed, and we'll await the results. We have 202 yes, 0 no's, which means that the Congress has therefore approved the appointment of the scrutineers and member associations to check the minutes.
Thank you so much. So we go to agenda item 4, immediately suspension or election of a member association. And on this item of the agenda, I can confirm that currently there are no suspended member associations or any grounds for expulsion. Therefore, we can proceed directly to agenda item number 5, which is the approval of the agenda. And the agenda has been shared, of course, with you in advance of this Congress. For Secretary General, let's vote on the approval of the agenda, please.
Yes, we will now vote on the approval of the agenda of this 76th FIFA Congress. So please choose yes, no or abstention and press submit. And the vote starts now. The vote is now closed. And we wait for the results. And The agenda has been approved. We have 107 yes and 0 no, which means that the Congress has approved the agenda.
Thank you very much for approving the agenda. Let's go to agenda item 6, the approval of the minutes of the 75th FIFA Congress in Asunción. As you will recall, the 75th FIFA Congress was very successfully held in Asunción, in Paraguay, in May last year. Muchas gracias, querido Alejandro. Thanks for welcoming all of us last year. And the minutes of Congress have been checked by the member associations of Algeria, Bahrain, Honduras, the Republic of Ireland, and Samoa. We'll now have to vote to approve these minutes, and for this I hand over to the Secretary General again.
Thank you, President. So we'll now take a vote on the approval of the minutes of the 75th FIFA Congress held in Asunción on the 15th May 2025. The vote is now closed, and we'll wait for the results. The minutes have been approved with 206 yes and 0 no's, and therefore the Congress has approved the minutes of the 75th FIFA Congress. And
so this year, 2026, dear friends, is a year in which records are broken. Take, for instance, the record number of matches played between member associations representing different confederations. And this record has been broken before the start of the FIFA World Cup. I'm, of course, talking about the FIFA Series 2026. FIFA Series, which featured an impressive total of 50 men's and women's national teams competing in 13 groups across 12 host nations from all 6 continents. We would like to show you a little video to highlight the FIFA Series 2026. Please.
In terms of our country, this is a huge opportunity for us. This will be the first time that we're playing in an official FIFA tournament.
When you're in the tunnel walking out, see the full stadium, it's really amazing. We play for.
This FIFA Series means a lot for the country itself, but also for us players being able to showcase our talent on the international stage and in a FIFA tournament. That means a lot to us.
I think this competition is a really good thing and is a really positive thing for, especially the smaller countries that don't get these opportunities or this exposure. So I'm really happy to be a part of it.
The FIFA Series has enabled us to be able to measure up against teams from other parts of the world.
Ça fait avancer le foot féminin en fait. Et je pense que cet apport-là va permettre aux filles d'avoir des possibilités de jouer dans des compétitions de haute qualité.
It's literally been 15 months since our last competitive game, so these matches are huge for us to continue to develop.
We are able to come out to these parts of the world that we would have never been able.
I think it's not just winning, just to be here, to experience it all. When we had a good chance in front of the goal, the spectators were cheering for us. I didn't expect that.
I believe it helps unite the world in a way that we're all able to express our culture and everyone can learn from everyone else's cultures, and it really just brings us together.
Une vitrine pour tout le football féminin en Côte d'Ivoire. Les clubs de football féminin pourront s'en inspirer et les jeunes filles qui ont un intérêt pourront aussi comprendre qu'il y a de la place pour elles. Et pour nous, c'est une très très belle opportunité que nous saisissons à bras le corps.
It's a great opportunity that we are seizing head on.
Crazy
Crazy. It was the first trophy for our country, for the island. Beautiful.
Que la expansión global del fútbol crezca y es una iniciativa muy buena para la FIFA.
The global expansion of football for it to grow, that's an excellent initiative.
Beautiful, beautiful images. Thanks to all the participants, to all the hosts. So we are now passing to agenda item 7, which is the President's address. That's why I moved to the lectern to be able to address you in the most appropriate way. And let me start by the outset, or at the outset, I should say, confirming straight away for those who maybe want to say something else or want to write something else, that of course Iran will be participating at the FIFA World Cup 2026. And of course Iran will play in the United States of America. And the reason for that is very simple, dear friends, is because we have to unite. We have to bring people together. It is my responsibility, it is our responsibility. Football unites the world, FIFA unites the world, you unite the world, we unite the world. And we have to remember always that we have to be positive. We have to be smiling, we have to be happy. There are enough problems around the world. There are enough people who try to divide all over the world. If nobody tries to unite, what will happen to our world? We have to do it, and we have this opportunity. We have it at the FIFA Congress, we have it with the FIFA Series, we have it, of course, with the FIFA World Cup. We have it with the power and the magic of all of you united, because together we are unbeatable. So we are having this Congress here in Canada. Thank you again to Vittorio. And this actually is the 5th confederation hosting a FIFA Congress in only 4 years. This is also bringing people together. When we speak about the World Cup, we will have from 2026 to 2034, again, 5 continents hosting the Men's World Cup, and similarly for the Women's World Cup as well, from 23 to 35 we'll have had, and we will have 5 different continents being able to unite the world and to bring the world together. But now in actually precisely 6 weeks from today, we kick off with the greatest FIFA World Cup, where we will definitely unite the world. You know it, 3 host countries, Canada, Mexico, United States, 6 incredible host cities, 48 nations participating, and just look at those who did not qualify to understand the quality of those who qualified for this World Cup. They will play 104 matches. So for the Americans or Canadians in the room, 104 Super Bowls in 39 days, with 7 million fans in the stadiums, with tens of millions around the host cities and the host countries, with 6 billion viewers. If this is not enough reason to be positive and to be happy, then I really don't know what more we can do. But let's have a look at a short video.
'48, the biggest FIFA World Cup ever. The impossible is happening here. Not because it's louder, not because it's because it means more. More moments to say,
Nos vamos, on est là.
It means more streets erupting, more voices cracking, more tears. For some, it's tradition. For others, history. For the very first time.
Places that have waited and waited and waited and kept believing.
This is what 48 means. It means nights that won't be forgotten, songs that don't stop, flags that never come down, memories that never fade.
And it's a moment of World Cup history.
The giants will be there, the icons, the names everyone knows. But this time, they're not standing alone. They're standing next to new stories, new voices, new hopes.
Con el apoyo de millones de personas.
De couleurs différentes.
Diferentes culturas, el mismo sentimiento.
This World Cup is just about who wins. It's about who gets the chance. The chance to feel that moment when everything changes.
Cuando una nación se convierte en equipo. Y un equipo se convierte en un latido.
48 teams, one stage, one shared feeling.
كأس عالم واحد.
Like you've never seen it before.
Here we go.
Dear friends, it is now, as you know, 10 years that I'm president of FIFA, that I have the honor and the responsibility as well to represent all of you. And we have definitely come a long way in these last 10 years. I don't want to speak about the past, you all know the past. What I can say is that today FIFA has definitely every aspect, from United Nations agencies to governments to the top business circles. We are present, we are there, we are making our voice heard, and we are having a true and real impact. And I want to say this at the outset, this is and has been only possible thanks to all of you, each and every one of you. Without you, nothing of this would have been possible in these last 10 years. So from my side, I want to start by thanking you. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Grazie mille, muchas gracias. Obrigado, shukran, in all the languages of the world. Jeje, tak so mycket, kitos, and so on and so forth. There are not enough words to thank you, and there are not enough languages to thank you, but the universal language of football is that language that brings us together and that makes this magic happen. We have been working in the last 10 years on many areas. I would highlight the three main areas in which we have been and are working. Speaking, of course, about governance, first we had to put our house in order, then about football, development, and competitions. And the third item, of course, is the commercial impact that we all have. Speaking about governance and transparency, today we can definitely say that FIFA is in the best shape ever in terms of good governance and in terms of transparency. Just have a look at our financial report. Every dollar that is spent is accounted for, and that's normal because FIFA's money is your money, and we owe it, of course, to all of you. We have reformed our statutes. We have created new bodies. We have a new council who is working as well very hard to deliver on what we have to. We gain the trust of the authorities. The Department of Justice of the United States of America, I want to repeat this, gave us back 201 million to us, to CONCACAF and to CONMEBOL, 201 million US dollars that they seized from corrupt previous officials. When does this ever happen in the world of business? Well, it happened with the new FIFA and the new organizations that we have, thanks to the work that we are all doing. We are listening to you, dear colleagues, dear friends, and we are acting for you. An organization based in Zurich in Switzerland, we have become local. We are everywhere now. We are in Rabat, we are in Paris, we are in Jakarta, we are in Miami, we are in many, many other regional offices, because we want to feel you, we want to be with you, we want to help you, we want to assist you. We have reformed our committee structure, giving all of you the possibility to be part of our fabric, of our family, of our future, because you shape the future. Decided this impact that we had in bringing our governance on the right level and on the right speed allowed us, of course, as well, to take measures such as the COVID relief fund, where football stopped everywhere in the world. Thanks to our solid financial and governance structure, we have been able to allocate $1.5 billion to keep football alive in so many countries. Thanks and for you. We have created a clearinghouse, topics that nobody speaks about, a clearinghouse for the payments of the youth solidarity programs on transfers of each player. When a player is transferred, some money should go to the clubs where this player was registered from the age of 12. This never happened before. Now we have already distributed over $500 million to who need it. Many clubs who didn't even have a bank account before, amateur clubs in many countries who didn't have the possibility to get some tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars for the transfer of here, who they contributed to form. This is what we are about, what football is about, and we have been able to do all of that, and that, for me, goes without saying. Good governance goes without saying. Because what? Because we have to focus, of course, on football. We have to speak football, we have to live football, we have to practice, we did yesterday as well, football. But when it comes to football and FIFA, we have to invest in two areas: development and competitions. In development, pour le développement, chers amis, on a évidemment Arsène Wenger, et c'est pour ça qu'il faut parler en français, qui est le responsable du développement du football mondial, un grand monsieur, plein d'enthousiasme. Il va parler tout à l'heure et va nous expliquer tout ce qu'on fait sur le développement et dans le développement beaucoup mieux que moi. But let me just say that obviously the Forward program has had a big impact. In the last 10 years, $5 billion in football development. This was 7 times more than what was invested in football development in the world. 7 times more. I can confirm today to all of you that for the next Forward 4.0, we will increase this amount by 20% to $2.7 billion for Forward 4.0, so that you have more to invest in the training, in the development of your youth teams, of your girls, of your boys all over the world. And it is crucially important that we do invest, and it's crucially important that we increase our investment programs. And I can assure you as well, it's $2.7 billion that we are investing in the next cycle for Forward are just the starting point, are just the minimum of what we do and we want to do and will do, definitely, as well, much, much more. And $2.7 billion, this corresponds to 8 times more than what was done in the past. So, on top of the Forward program that you all know by heart so far, we have many other development programs. We have a talent development scheme to give every talent a chance everywhere in the world. We have football for schools in all 100 countries. We have the FIFA arenas. We want to build over 1,000 FIFA arenas by 2031. It will be many, many more, because it's so beautiful that everyone wants these arenas and wants to invest and help us investing in these arenas. We have, of course, the FIFA academies. We want to have 100 FIFA academies in 100 different countries by the end of next year. And we will get there, of course. We'll get there again, thanks and with the help of all of you. And of course, we are together as well investing in the women's game, and Jill Ellis will speak to you about that, again, much better than what I can do, because we believe in women's football, because women's football has made incredible progress, because we created new events, new competitions, but we are targeting the investment, because for yesterday the Council, and I thank the Council very much, agreed to have an Afghan national women's team participating in official competitions. Thank you very much for that. That is also a strong signal of unity. It's not against anyone. We are not fighting anyone. We are not fighting at all. We are including. We are bringing everyone. We are embracing everyone. We are trying to bring everyone together. And this is sometimes a bit more difficult than just criticizing. We are investing in the laws of the game. We are doing a lot of things for the players. We have a fund of $16 million for players who are unemployed. Nobody knows these things. This is happening because not every player earns millions. Many players, they don't earn so much, and it happens that the club goes bankrupt, and FIFA steps in to help. We have increased the substitutions, 5 substitutions to help players as well. And we are trying to make the laws of the game catching up, I should say, with the time. We don't want time wasting. We want respect. If somebody leaves the field of play without being authorized by the referee, from now on in FIFA competitions, he will receive a red. If somebody covers his mouth to say something, to insult somebody else, he will receive a red card as well. We need respect. We need to give examples. If you have nothing to hide, you don't hide your mouth when you speak to an opponent and try to tell him something bad. So we invest as well to try to make the lives of our referees a little bit better or a little bit easier, I don't know. But also there, Pierluigi Collina will present to you shortly some of the activities that the team are involved in, not just VAR, but many other topics. And you know that here in Canada, we are actually testing Premier League, the new offside rule, which means that you are offside only if you are really in front of. Let's see if this brings more spectacle or not in what we do. So this is development. Then we have competitions. Y hablando de competiciones, por supuesto, tenemos que hablar en español, porque español parece que es el idioma de los ganadores, campeón del mundo Argentina, masculino, campeón del mundo femenino
of the world, Argentina in men's football, and Spain in women's football. That's the language we must speak if we are to win a women's or men's World Cup. We shall see. We'll see what happens in this World Cup. Of course, best of luck to all participants. It will be a serious competition, and we will make the most of it.
With 48 teams. And I said it before, look at the quality of the teams who did not make it. Many debutants, 4 debutants, some teams who came back after 30, 40, 50 years to play in the World Cup. Many nations happy. Haiti was mentioned. Haiti doesn't play a home game since 5 years, and they qualified for the World Cup. What beautiful story that. Jordan qualified for the first time. Uzbekistan, Curaçao, the smallest country ever to participate. Many other countries, and they are not just debutant or came back to the World Cup because we increased the number of participants. They qualified because they deserve to qualify. And again, ask those who are not there. They will tell you that those who are there won in a deserved way. And on top of the World Cup, we organize other competitions and other events. We created a new Club World Cup, the FIFA Club World Cup, last summer. Many of you were present. It was a resounding success, 40,000 average spectators, over 2 million people, 2.5 million in the stadiums, 2.7 billion at home, 2.2 billion revenues. For a startup, it's, I think, pretty good. But what is interesting and what will be impactful in the future in the FIFA Club World Cup is that if you look at the two finalists, Chelsea and Paris Saint-Germain, and you look at their squads, you will see that you have players participating in a World Cup final, players from 16 different countries and 5 different continents. 16 countries and 5 continents. Of course, one club will win. Chelsea, congratulations, won last year. But you have 5 continents and 16 countries involved in a final of a FIFA club competition, a top professional competition. This is important, and this makes football develop. We did the same for the women's game. We created a FIFA Women's Cup, first edition in 2028, a FIFA Women's Champions Cup. As well, we increased the number of participants in the FIFA World Cup from 24 to 32, and as of next edition to 48. So we are investing in our top competitions, but we need to prepare for them, and that's why we invest as well in our youth competitions. The under-20, of course, the women's under-20 will take place in Poland this year. DPR Korea is reigning champion. The under-20 boys, congratulations to Morocco, who won it last year. Under-17 now, every year 48 boys teams, 24 girls teams. DPR Korea, again for the girls, Portugal for the boys. And thank you to Morocco and to Qatar for holding these incredible youth competitions, which make your youth grow and become better and better all over the world. And as we announced already, we will have, as of this year, an under-15 FIFA World Cup festival. We start with the boys, then later the girls from all 211 countries. You will all be invited to send one team under 15 to play in what will be the biggest football gathering in the world. More detail on this will, of course, be released in the next few weeks. But we start there, and we have to invest. We have to invest in our youth, we have to invest in our girls, in our boys, in our future. And to invest, of course, we have to look at the third area, which is the commercial area. And the commercial area is obviously very, very important as well. And now that we have fixed our governance, that we have reformed our competitions and our development programs, we can really look at the commercial structure and at the commercial impact, because the commercial impact in that is that 70% of these 300 billion are generated in Europe. Congratulations to Europe, that's fantastic. But this means as well that if the rest of GDP, $500 billion global football GDP, making everyone from Europe to South America to North America to Africa to Asia to Oceania generate more revenues and more income. And to do this, I have to say that I've been personally as well learning a lot, spending more time here in North America, in particular in the United States. From the budget numbers, the last cycle, $6.5 billion. This cycle, the budget was $13 billion. We'll bring the final accounts next year, but I can tell you that we will be at over 14 billion revenues in this cycle only, and this is without even taking advantage of the full potential that football has all over the world. You've heard there were many discussions about the ticketing of the World Cup. We had 500 million ticket requests. 500 million tickets. In the last 2 World Cups together, we had 50 million ticket requests. Here, 500 million, we sold 100% of the inventory that we put on the market, which is more or less 90% of the global inventory so far. And of course, we are always putting tickets on the market. There are expensive tickets, yes, but there are also affordable tickets. And what is important is that all the revenues that we generate from the World Cup go back to you, go back to the entire world and finance football in all of your countries. And you know it better than me, in a big majority of our countries, we could not have organized football the way we know it without the grants and the forward program. So I think we need to continue to focus on that. Of course, not just ticketing, but also television, media, and you name them. But what is the most important point for me is that whatever we do in FIFA is guided by one principle, one very simple principle. FIFA has 200, all 211 are equal. You are all equal to us. We will not let anyone